Hey there, I'm Greg Weber from the Treating Anxiety blog at HealthyPlace.com. Today I'm here with my friend George, and we're going to talk about coping with work anxiety, which is a huge problem for many people with anxiety and panic disorder. So, George, what do you do?
I work as a registered nurse.
Okay, that sounds like a pretty high-stress profession.
It can be, yes.
Yeah. Do you regularly experience anxiety at work?
I used to considerably, and that's gone down significantly in the last few years as I've incorporated healthier lifestyle options into my daily routine.
Okay, so healthy routine sounds like it's one of the main ways that you deal with work stress, work anxiety.
I think it's paramount.
What would you consider to be the most stressful or most anxiety-producing thing in your profession, for you personally?
That's hard to say. There are multiple things that go on every shift I work that are stressful for me. I have to interact with physicians, family members, angry, sick people, and coworkers who sometimes aren't necessarily super healthy either. So there's lots of different stress sources coming at me when I'm at work.
So there's a lot of opportunities for anxiety.
Yes.
What are your main coping strategies for work anxiety?
Well, I have developed over the last few years a really good, clear, solid idea of what life-work balance looks like to me. So I take care of myself when I'm not at work in a healthy way, and that's probably the most important thing I do once I leave work, is take care of myself every day. Eat right, exercise, avoid unhealthy mind-altering chemicals and alcohol.
Good advice.
Try to get a good amount of sleep. Make sure I don't overbook myself when on my days off with all kinds of things I have to do. Make sure I have enough time to just relax.
Gotcha.
So that's the first thing, life-work balance.
So like good self-care is kind of what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what are some other things, or are there other things?
Deep breathing. Do a lot of deep breathing. I go into the bathroom and look in the mirror and talk to myself a lot. Kind of have this sort of like parental dialogue that goes on. You know, like it's going to be okay, we'll get through this. I've got allies at work I know and trust, and I can, I rely on them sometimes to talk about things that are stressing me out. Keeping things in perspective. And I haven't had a panic attack at work in a really, really long time, but I have had them before, and that's a whole different, that's another whole animal.
Yeah, that can be very debilitating.
It's paralytic,
yeah.
And but I haven't for a really, really long time, and I think it's just because of a culmination of all of the above that I've been doing lately, in the last few years of my life, all this life-work balance and self-care stuff that's keeping that from coming around. Yeah, the other thing too is transparency. I try to, not always perfectly, but I try to be a person of integrity, and I carry that with me. And when I'm at work, if I show up with that as part of my package, when things don't go my way, or when I'm dealing with a stressful situation, or I'm being called out on the carpet for something, at least I know that I showed up with the intention to do the very best job that I could do. And I'm a human being, and I make mistakes. I'm not perfect, but I know I show up with the intention of doing the best that I can do every day.
Well, there's some really good stuff here, George. I appreciate you being with us tonight.